Well, I think we'll go try and do some climbing today. Yeah. There you go. Man, that just looks so dang good. Look at that thing. That's a beast. You gotta get, if you're going to get these tires, I always recommend getting the white lettering on the outside. That just makes it look so good, especially on an older car. It just looks awesome. If you disagree, that's a sad day. It's a sad day. But me and Caitlin are going out on a date. That's really close. Yeah, we're going out on a date. We're gonna go to this reservoir, Ash Creek Reservoir down here. There's a few cliffs around it, and there's one or two climbs we want to try and do. So if we can get down there, hopefully it's not a muddy pit. Last time we were there a few days ago scoping it out, and we could get to it, but it did rain a few days ago, so we'll see what it looks like today. But I think also in this video I'll try and do a review for the tires we have on our Jeep. We have the BF Goodrich KO2 all-terrain tires. It looks about the same. But anyway, I'll try and do a review for you guys as well in this video. So talk about how they are on the freeway, how they are off-road, in the snow, in the sand, all that. So I will start with the things I love and like about the BF Goodrich KO2 tires, all-terrain. There's only one thing that I haven't been super excited about them but it kind of is more of just like, it is what it is, and I just have to put up with it thing anyway. So long story short, I love them. I would get them again. A little bit of background. I have these tires on my truck, my 1979 Dodge Power Wagon. I have them on that, so half-ton pickup. And I've had them on that truck for about 5 or 6 years. And that's where most of my experience with these tires come from, is from riding around in that truck with them on. And they have done well. I've put in miles on them. They have lasted a long time. They still have a lot of life in them left. They haven't cracked on the sidewalls or anything like that. And they're a heavy-duty all-terrain tire. They have a thick ply wall, one of the thickest you can find for an all-terrain tire. They've got great tread. With them being on my Jeep so far, we've had them on there for a few months, so I can't say a ton about our Jeep yet. But I know for my truck, they have handled great in the snow. I've driven that thing in like 2 to 3 feet of snow, and they don't care. They just plow right through it. It has great traction. I've pulled people out in the snow with it, and it does good. They grip real well. I've had it in mud sometimes, and they've seemed to do good. I've had it in sand, and they do great in sand. That's actually where I've actually driven our Jeep more, is probably in the sand, going to the beach and stuff like that, on the lakes. And they do great. I love it. I haven't had any issues anyway. I think something else that I was kind of worried about. So I was kind of worried about on our Jeep that they might be loud, because they're a knobby tire, more aggressive than a lot of other all-terrain tires were. So I was a little worried that they might be kind of loud in our Jeep, but they actually aren't. I mean, we're doing 80 on the freeway, and yeah, they're fine. They're not noisy at all. I couldn't tell a difference between those and our last tires, which weren't very aggressive tires at all. So trying to think here. So yeah, they have great traction. They last a long time. They're very durable. They're not noisy, which I like, especially for our Jeep, which we don't use it specifically for off-road only. We drive it everywhere. So they're great for that. The one thing that I didn't think about when I bought them is because since they are kind of a heavy-duty tire, with that thicker sidewall and everything and the more aggressive tread on them, they are heavier. And I didn't really think about that when I got them. So I did notice our Jeep took a little more power to turn those tires than they did our older tires, which were a lot lighter. And it did slightly take away from our gas mileage, just a little bit. Not like a huge noticeable amount, but I did notice. So that is something to consider. I'm not super worried about it. Like I say, it's just kind of, if you want a more aggressive, tougher tire, that kind of just comes with it. They're going to be heavier tires as well. So you can't really do much about that. Other than that, I would buy them again. I like them. I'm really impressed with them. So